Ladies and gentlemen,
The Semi-Daily Night Show with Gary TV, your host, Gary.
Tonight's ceremonial first pitch. And please welcome the President of the United States.
We did it, sir.
Just making sure you're paying attention.
Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg are getting closer to actually fighting each other, and this fight will last as long as the Wagner coup. The real battle we need is Bezos versus Elon, that don't include rockets that look like a giant.
Willie,
Yeah.
what's that?
Well, it looks like a giant.
Johnson.
Zuckerberg has given himself the newest iOS Jiu-Jitsu update, while Musk has just been posting on Twitter. Now, Elon has been adamant about fighting the Zuck, even tweeting that he is down. Zuck responded with the,
Just send me location. Send me location.
in between wasting billions on the metaverse that just looks like a Lego video game, he has been training, doing Murph, and even winning a jiu-jitsu competition. And Elon has instead been pioneering free speech with inventing slurs. So if the fight does go down, it will be another portrayal of a billionaire oppressing a minority. Speaking of Elon has decided cis is a bad word on the Twitter app, but being called cis is the nicest thing I've ever been called on social media. This is a weird defense of freedom of speech, giving a word power to get you in trouble, but it's even weirder to portray signs of CTE before a cage fight. Another dumb business move, BMW is making an electric yacht, and it runs on all Dior colognes.
Did somebody say Dior Solange?
This looks like a pontoon boat you see in Havasu, except instead of it being full of Coors Banquet, guys who work construction, and fun, it's tech bros who drink White Claws, talk about AI, and tweet the whole time. My nightmare. They took 6 BMW i3 engines and placed them on the boat as a power source. Now, I dropped out of community college twice, but placing electrical power stations on water should work as well as a lawyer using ChatGPT, which happened. While on the topic of business, Oakland A's fans have reverse boycotted due to the possibility of the team being sold to Vegas. They would follow suit of the Oakland Raiders, which is a weird pattern, but if you think about it, Oakland is just drug addicts and bad weather, and Vegas is drug addicts and bad weather. But if the team is struggling to generate money, they should do what most citizens in Oakland do, rob Lululemon and sell fentanyl. And Netflix is opening a restaurant where you aren't allowed to split the bill or share appetizers. And if they don't have Guy Fieri cooking, they f***ed up more than they ruined season 4 of You. Really? It was all in his head? Then why'd he set himself on fire? And speaking of a disappointing season, Russia. You have seen the news about the 24-hour coup attempt from the Wagner Group, but the only thing that changed quicker in Russia is Americans' views on the Wagner Group. A Twitter account called Terror Alarm, which seems like the ACLU if it were ran by that kid, called the PMC Wagner Group freedom fighters once they announced their coup. And in less than 24 hours, they were back calling them terrorists once they gave up on the coup attempt. The citizens of the areas that the Wagner Group occupied were met with influencers. Even communists must get their likes in. But you probably missed Yellowstone, and not the show that brought denim back, but the actual place. You probably haven't seen anything on this because Montana banned TikTok. A train has derailed while over a bridge falling into the Yellowstone River because Pete Buttigieg wanted a photo op in a cowboy hat. That wasn't a gay joke. He likes dressing up for photo ops. Now, I never watched Yellowstone, but that man looks like he could fix the situation all while that lady stands near him drunk. I think I summed up the entire show. And lastly, RFK Jr. is training to fight the deep state, but given his last name, the odds are against him. A video of the presidential candidate has went viral where he inclined bench presses in jeans, which is a psychotic statement in itself, but with a physique like Joe Rogan on a little STRT, he can own it. This comes after he challenged Dr. Peter No Debate Hotez, who declined a $2 million to charity offer to debate on the Joe Rogan podcast. Instead, the doctor has done what modern intellects do and complain on Twitter, where he has retweeted every mainstream media article about why he shouldn't debate his stance on jabs. The loser in any fight is always tweeting.